Life with a dog wasn't supposed to be this hard. You expected companionship, fun, and a little bit of chaos. But now it feels like a constant battle. You love them, but between the misbehavior, the mess, and the constant stress, there are just moments when you wonder, did I make a mistake? You don't have hours to spend on training, and honestly, you shouldn't have to. But if nothing changes, the stress, the frustration, it's only gonna get worse. It's a story I've heard 1,000 times, and my favorite thing to tell dog owners is, you're working too hard. Let me show you 5 quick and easy exercises I do with my dogs every day that are way less work than you think, and they might just change everything. No, it's not sit, come down, stay, and heel. Stick with me until the end of this video and I'll show you how I fit all of these elements seamlessly into my life with almost zero extra added time and effort. Every single dog, even my own from time to time, gets too much freedom. And the single best way I know to stop a dog from getting into the trash, peeing in the house, or eating the pockets out of my favorite jeans is to not give them the opportunity to do so. Dogs figure out pretty quickly you get upset if you see them do these things, so they get pretty good at sneaking away and doing them anyways. So stop letting them sneak away. Step 1, get a cheap nylon 6-foot leash, attach one end to your dog and the other end to yourself. Around your waist or your belt is best because if you use your belt loops, there's a good chance your dog's gonna pull them right off. And that's about it. As you move through your day, your dog is attached to you. You will have the ability to guide them through all of the tiny little decisions that build their day. After a week has gone well, the dog could just drag the leash, so you have a 6-foot handle in case they aim for any trouble. Every week the dog does well, cut a foot off the leash. Eventually, the dog will earn their freedom because they deserve it. I kid you not, after 5 years together, using a leash in the house is still the most mind-blowing thing I've ever told my wife. It's a good tip, but it's not going to solve all your problems, so let's keep going. Exercise number 2 is crate training because your dog needs alone time. No matter how hard you try or how great it would be to have your dog with you at all times, that's just not reality. And not teaching your dog to be comfortably contained and alone can cause way more discomfort for your dog in the long run. Now, light me in the comments about crates all you want, but in my mind, they're an absolute non-negotiable. I don't like the idea of my dogs being locked in a box any more than you do, but I also don't like my things destroyed, my carpet peed on, or my trash relocated to the couch. More importantly, I want my dog to be confident and comfortable when they are alone. The crushing anxiety I help dog owners remedy every day could be prevented in most dogs by simply teaching them to be comfortable in a crate, whether I am home or not. Bonus points for staying in a crate in cars or new locations. You don't have to start with an overnight stay on day 1. Get the dog comfortable in the crate, enjoying games, meals, and high-value chews inside, and work on closing the door and staying in there alone for longer periods of time, little by little over time. Crate training and umbilical training are starting us out with quite the restrictive protocol, and we will absolutely balance that out before the end of this video. But first, we need to talk about stay and transitions. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned in working with difficult and dangerous dogs is the danger lies in the transitions. Most dogs that run away bolt as soon as the front door opens. Dogs can hang out for hours one day, and the next, as soon as one dog bursts into the yard, bam, a fight starts. Watching a movie with a dog that guards the couch is no big deal until you get up to get more popcorn, and when you come back, now he's scary. This is why we need to pay attention to our dog's transitions as we go about our day. Crate exits and doorways are perfect places to begin this work. Not to prove that you're the alpha, but to teach the dog some impulse control, to keep them safe, because you don't know what's on the other side of that door until you open it. And because your kids are going to leave the door open someday, and if your dog doesn't know to stay in the house, a number of tragedies could occur. Use food or your body to keep the dog in the house or the crate until you give them a release word, something that tells them it's okay to take their freedom. The next two things are the absolute most important thing I teach all dogs and owners. Teaching them both goes hand in hand, and the best part is it's a lot of fun. Hey, real quick, since you're enjoying this video, smash that subscribe button so that you don't miss next week's video. It'll be more great info about how to live the best life with your dog, and it really does help. Long ago, I was told that as long as a dog understands when to play and when to be chill, they'll always have a home. So for me, playing with your dog one-on-one in whatever their favorite game is happens every day. Play is how you can build a better relationship with your dog. Learn to motivate them and build your confidence together as a team. If you can build a great game with your dog, one they are truly dedicated to and love, then I can guide you to a solution to any behavioral problem you have. And a major part of that solution is after we play, we calm down and teach neutrality. Playing with your dog is not solely about exhausting them. In fact, those that aim for this means often just create an Olympic athlete with a never-ending appetite for more fun. If we aim to satisfy the dog's needs for high-energy play and then teach them that games have a beginning and an end, we can create an understanding that will create a benefit far beyond fetch in the backyard. For some, ending the game is as simple as walking away and showing the dog you're not playing anymore. But if your dogs are anything like mine, keeping the toy when you want it is the game. Sometimes we've got to get pretty creative to show them the game is over and they need to be neutral to the toy. Just because the toy is there doesn't mean we're playing right now. Creating what is essentially an on and off switch for your dog and being consistent about when it's not time to get overly excited teaches your dogs to control their emotions. Your dogs have big feelings just like you do. Dogs that always get their way never create a skill set to deal with the times that they don't. Teaching your dog to be calm after play and little by little learning to ignore the world around them with you is the step that you must do if you want that calm, go anywhere, do everything dog that everyone dreams of. All right, I know when I lay it out that way, it sounds like a lot, and it is. But if you ask someone, how do I raise a child? It would sound like a lot as well. And it is. But it also isn't. If you and your dog learn to navigate each one of these exercises, putting them all together is going to have a massive impact on the satisfaction both of you get out of your lives together, often with less time and energy than you're already spending with your dog. It's time to get Zoe up for her nap. So come on, let me show you. Zoe has already been practicing her crate and alone time. So we're just gonna open the crate door, and during the transition, we're gonna make sure that we get a little practice of our stay so that she understands simply opening the door doesn't mean it's time to party. Zoe's graduated from umbilical to just dragging her leash around. So before we let her out of the crate, we're going to go ahead, pop that leash on, and then tell her, break. Another transitional piece that a lot of dogs really struggle with is the excitement when the collars, harnesses, and leashes go on. So when your dog is excited because they are about to get to go outside, play, whatever the next step of their day is, make sure that you give them a moment to calm down. And as you are putting on their equipment, if they are not calm, stop the process, wait until they are, and then we can get the harness all the way on successfully. Now, I'm not a big stickler at doorways, but I don't want the dog pushing forward to run out. So I am going to make sure that she stays back and knows, break, when it's acceptable to come on through. It sucks outside, so we're going to go to the garage to play our games. Let's go. Another simple opportunity to practice our transitions and stay. Wait. Break. One of the biggest mistakes I see dog owners making is that when they assume that their dogs are bored or need a little interaction, they shoo them outside. Not going outside with your dog means that any mistakes that they make or behaviors that they do that you don't like, you are unable to fix. So when it's time to play with your dog, put them on the harness, let them have a potty break or explore the yard a little bit first. And then when you're getting ready to change into playtime, switch them over to their collar. Zoe, are you ready? Get it. Hey, yes. Oh, goodness. And have a good time. Good girl. Drop. Get it. Remember, not every dog likes the same games. Take some time to build an intimate relationship with your dog and understand what games they like and how they like to play them. Once your pup has gotten satisfied with their game, make sure you establish the end of that game so you can calm them down. Relax. Relax. After you've played your game, it's back in the house on the drag line and ensuring that your dog gets their behavior just the way you want it. And that's pretty much it. By the time my dogs have all done this routine for a decent stretch of time, life gets pretty easy. Our world expands as the dog behavior improves, and before you know it, the only way to describe your life with your dog is the best one ever. And if you want to learn more about how to train your dogs the right way, click the next video.